Monica Alvarez wrote letters after every patrol. Not emails, not texts. Real letters, written by hand. She was stationed overseas, far from home, in a place where the days were hot, the nights were quiet, and the air always felt heavy with waiting. It wasn't a place people back home talked about much. Just another overseas deployment. Just another dot on a map most people never looked at twice. After every patrol, Monica would sit alone on her bunk, her gear still on, her boots still dusty. The base would be winding down, lights dimmed, voices low. That's when she wrote. She didn't write to family. She didn't write to friends. She wrote to her squad. The people who walked beside her every day. The ones who knew her not by stories but by actions. Who trusted her to watch their back when it mattered. She never addressed the letters. No envelopes, no stamps. They were never meant to be mailed. In the letters, Monica wrote about small things. The heat, the weight of the gear, the jokes they told to stay awake. She wrote about how strange it felt to live in a place where every routine had to be earned. Sometimes she wrote about fear. Not panic, not weakness. The quiet kind of fear that comes after a long patrol, when you finally sit down and realize how close the day came to going wrong. Other nights she wrote about hope, about what she'd do when she got home, about coffee that didn't taste burnt, about sleeping without listening for sounds that didn't belong. She never reread the letters. When she finished, she folded them neatly and placed them into a small shoebox she kept at the bottom of her locker. Patrol after patrol, week after week, the box slowly filled. Eventually, the deployment ended. Monica came home to the United States. People welcomed her back. They called her strong. They said they were proud. Some asked questions. Most didn't know what to ask at all. So Monica moved on. She found an apartment. She started a civilian job. She learned how to live without a schedule, built around safety briefings and radio checks. From the outside, she looked completely fine. Years passed. One afternoon, while moving to a new apartment, Monica sat on the floor surrounded by open boxes. Old uniforms, old photos, old reminders of lives she had already lived. At the bottom of one box, she found the shoebox. She froze. Inside were the letters. The paper had softened with time. The ink slightly faded. Her handwriting was stronger than she remembered, clear, steady, confident. She picked one up, then another. She expected something to break open inside her. The fear, the stress, the memories she thought she had buried. But that's not what happened. She didn't cry. She smiled. Because the woman who wrote those letters wasn't scared the way Monica remembered feeling. She was brave. That version of Monica walked out on every patrol knowing there were no guarantees and still came back to write about it. She faced uncertainty and responsibility and still found the strength to put words on paper. Those letters weren't written by someone barely holding on. They were written by someone standing steady. Monica realized something she had never allowed herself to think before. She hadn't lost that strength when she came home. Video created by Sub81M Rock. She had just forgotten it. She placed the letters back into the shoebox, not as memories to hide, but as proof. Proof that she had already survived things she once doubted she could. Some letters are never meant to be sent. Some are written so that years later you can find them and remember who you were and how strong you still are.